Hey, welcome to Trail Time with Dutch Aaron. This is going to be a new channel that I've started, and we're going to use it to go on family adventures. A lot of them are going to be local right now because of how high gas prices are, unfortunately. But, you know, we're going to hit the trail when we can. We're going to go camping, do some fishing, that kind of thing on this channel. One of our upcoming videos is going to be a trip that we're taking to our local amusement park, Lagoon. But quite a bit of our upcoming videos are going to be working on a four-wheeler that we have sitting right here. It's a junk one that we bought for only 150 bucks, and we're going to take it from junk to a full running quad and take it out on our adventures with us. Alright, so this is the four-wheeler that we bought for 150 bucks. It's a Kawasaki Bayou 300. It's a 1986 model. So unfortunately, plastics are going to be hard to find, so I think is what we may have to do is go with another brand's plastics once we get to that point, and put those on and modify this to fit that. Fortunately and unfortunately, we're missing a bunch of the front rack and the bumper and stuff, so we're going to have to actually weld those up and put those on here. So with that, like I say, that'll enable it so that we can so this is the front end that we're not, thanks to it being a 1986, we don't have the luxury of having the plastics available. They're kind of hard to find, so we'll have to order up some probably of another manufacturer and manufacture our own front end to fit those plastics on here. And so that's going to be part of the fun. You guys will see that. Today is what we're going to do is start actually tearing things off, and we're only going to tear it down so far. We're not going to take everything off of it. I want to leave the engine on and some of the other things, but we're going to strip it down quite a bit, and then is what we're going to do is take off a bunch of the rust and repaint the frame. We're going to paint the shocks up to a different color, the racks, and probably the rims. So just freshen it back up to where it looks good. Like I say, manufacture some parts onto it and make it a good runner. So why don't you stay with us, and it's all not going to be in one video. We're going to be doing this in a multi-part form, so you'll see a bunch of videos as we go along. But stay with us, and we'll get going on it right now. Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to have my son Ben take off the back rack, the plastics, the the wheels, excuse me, and we're going to take the shocks off, like I said, and paint those. While he's starting to do all that, I'm going to take off the wiring harness. Now, to be honest with you, I actually already started on this a little bit. I hooked up a wiring harness that came with it. The original wiring harness, somebody had already tore pretty much all apart. And unfortunately, the guy that sold this to me had bought an aftermarket wiring harness. Unfortunately, it wasn't the stock wiring harness. So we're going to have to get that rigged back up and have everything modified so that we can work with it. I did get it rigged up enough that I was able to test the motor to make sure that the motor turned over, which it does. So I know that the motor is still good on it, and that's what's helping with us move forward with this project. So like I say, right now, I'll take this apart, and hope you guys enjoy it. If you do enjoy what you see on this channel, please give us a like and subscribe. Write down in the comments below what you would like to see going forward. Please, you know, express yourselves, and we'll just keep moving forward to that. Okay, so got the wiring harness off. Like I say, it was just hooked up so that we could start the thing to test the motor. There's still a few electrical pieces still on here, but like I say, I'm going to only take this down so far, and then what we're going to do to the frame is wire wheel it, and then stick with the original black on the main part of the frame, and then we'll see what colors we come up with for the rest of the parts. Over here, this is what was left. This is what was left of the old wiring harness. Not very much of it, like I say. One thing I do recommend is not throwing away your wiring harness, even if you're reusing it, or even if you are going to a new wiring harness. Some of the plugs in that still will come in handy, so you use different connectors to connect those. One thing I do recommend is using some heat shrink over those connectors, so that way you protect it from the water in that once you got everything back together.
Really is putting a tough fight in this. Even though things seem difficult, you can push through them real good.
One thing I like to do is when I'm tearing things apart is try and put the nuts and bolts back in the same spot that they come out of. That way you don't lose them as you're going. And you don't get confused about which nut or bolt goes where. So always make sure that you have the right socket so that you're not rounding off the edges on your nuts and bolts.
Yeah. We got any in here?
We might. Anything there that we might somehow rig up on here, huh?
Yeah.
We'll see about that. That's one great thing about having a bike with this kind of a starting point is, you know, most people buy a used four-wheeler and it comes pretty much put together. They only have to do a little bit of work to get it back to going, but with this one we can let our imaginations run wild with it and do what we want with it.
Alright, now we're gonna have
Thank for editing.
now we're going to take off the rims and then we're going to take off the shocks.
Okay, so as you see, we got the plastics off. We got the wiring harness off. We took the rear hubs off. We're going to call that a day for now. And then in our next video, we'll come back and keep tearing off a few parts. But we're just about to the point where we're actually going to start wire wheeling the frame, get the rust off, and the dirt off. And we'll just continue from there. If you like the video so far, please give us a like, subscribe, give us some comments down below, and we're going to talk to you soon.